Okay, it's ready.
Okay, I call this meeting to order of the Tell City Troy Township Advisory Board at 5 p.m. on April 13th, 2026. We're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of
the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We may be seated.
All right. Okay, so Christy, if you're ready, I'll guide us through this.
I'm ready.
Okay, the first thing is it looks like a lengthy agenda, but most items are pretty short, so hopefully it won't be too bad. First thing is to do the approval of the agenda, and really the approval would come from the two board members present, all these votes.
Okay.
So if you can look at the agenda.
Do you want to add anything?
Do you have the updated financial report?
I do.
Okay. Is it on here?
Yeah, where it says spending through March 31st.
I was talking about the 2026 financials. Do we need to go back over those since there was some errors in it?
You mean, which,
I'm drawing a blank here.
so am I.
January, in the meeting, the last meeting, whenever that was,
Yep.
March 3rd, we went through the financials, the financial reports, but there was errors in it and we never took action on that. Do we need to go back over that
Well,
tonight and with the corrections? Or do we need to, we can postpone it.
yeah, I'm not prepared for that, although I thought I had a copy of the minutes. I do have a copy of the minutes.
So do you want to take a vote? I approve the agenda.
Yes, I'll second that. Thank you.
Okay.
Just a clerk.
Do you want to approve the January minutes? I passed them out
Yeah.
last meeting and then I emailed them.
And by the way, I have them here for signing.
Okay.
So I'm looking for where you mentioned we had, let's see, trustee review financial materials.
Was it?
Are you talking
Didn't
about
say
the
anything
March,
about
the March
errors.
meeting?
Yeah.
Here's the March meeting minutes. And we didn't approve January minutes.
Well, you didn't have them
Yeah, I did. I passed them out last meeting. They weren't approved though.
for the January meeting.
Mm-hmm.
How did you have minutes ready for the January meeting?
Because it was March.
Oh,
It was the organizational meeting. I passed them out at the March 3rd meeting. And I asked you if you wanted to go over them now or postpone it. And you said, we'll just wait.
my apologies.
It's easier when we have an agenda to stay on track too. So thank you for that.
Well, I've always given you an agenda.
We didn't have an agenda last meeting. I don't have a copier, so
Just you.
those are April or
Well, when we discussed the financials not being right, I don't know how to fix that. And,
Well, I thought maybe
and when I tried to get help from the State Board of Accounts guys, they didn't know how to fix it either. So
do they have to be voted on when they're approved? I mean, we signed that we saw them, but we never took vote on it.
You talking about,
At the last meeting, we never voted to approve those financials.
this was for the annual financial report. Yeah, it's not accurate. That's true. So that's why I worked so hard to give you a manually prepared sheet, which, as I've said here, is stated reflected the correct financial balances.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can certainly vote on those minutes, but this would be our first opportunity to do that, right?
Well, when we met last, I presented the January minutes and we didn't vote on January. So tonight, we would need to vote on January's minutes.
Okay, I've got January's minutes here.
Yeah, I do too.
And
January 13th.
JR stopped by the office the other day and he signed it.
Okay, well, we have to vote on it.
We have several documents we need to sign. So we can start with the January minutes.
Okay,
How about that?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the January minutes.
I'll second that motion.
You guys have pens?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll put they were approved on, what's today's date?
13th, April 13th.
And I can read the last minutes if you want me to. I don't have a copier. If everybody wants to, Christie has reviewed them.
Yeah, you can
Or,
skim through it if you
And those are
would.
signed.
Thank you. Set that up there.
do you want to vote on this is the last, this is,
Yeah, March the 3rd.
mhm.
I'll make a motion to approve this for March 3rd.
And I second that.
And then we're gonna sign.
Yep, and just date it.
While
There's January and March's minutes.
Okay, thank you. While we're rolling, I could not find signed copies of our third quarter 2025 board meeting minutes or our, essentially, I guess it was second quarter, July 14th, very first meeting we had after Leanne and I had taken over. And so I brought them to be signed.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are
I don't
okay
know
with
the
that or
date
not.
that they were approved on.
I don't know. We're getting a little better at what we're doing, but not much.
I keep an agenda book at every meeting. I bet I could look back on my agenda book and it would tell me
Month,
what
week.
day we had that.
Okay,
And I can maybe get with Leanne and tell her and then we'll sign
Sign.
that day.
okay.
And
I'll go ahead and sign mine.
I kind of have a feeling I've got it written down. I just didn't bring my
Yep.
book.
You'll notice on today's agenda, I have approval and signing of previous minutes. So this is,
Okay,
This all-
See her this weekend.
Okay.
this all fits great.
And you said this was from October time?
yeah,
Yeah.
that one is October 6th, and this one is July.
If you remember in our first meeting in July, we went to quarterly meetings.
This one I'm
7/14
signing
and October
as
7th.
well, yeah.
But we had signed these, they're just missing, right?
I'm sorry? I don't know that. I don't know that. We might not have, you might not have noticed that we ought to be doing this. I might not have brought them.
Oh, so I'm looking for the date there in July too, aren't I? I'm looking for
Yeah,
anywhere in my
Well,
What day we have?
those would have been approved in October 6th.
Okay.
So we'll write October 6th on that
Yeah.
one.
Then I'll look for that other one.
And then this one, we need to just make sure if it was January or December. I think we had a meeting in December. I think we had that year-end meeting in December.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know the December
Yeah.
date.
I have a feeling I've got that written down.
Do you know what day we met in December?
Well, I have a planner here that should have it.
He's probably got it too,
Okay.
yeah.
Public board meeting, the 17th.
Okay.
December 17th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think we had a place to sign the date on here, didn't we, Wendy?
Yeah, it's at the very end. Oh, well,
Maybe,
maybe that one
Sure.
doesn't have it.
okay.
It's approved on, I usually try to make it
You can put it in.
signatures.
Okay.
Right
Approved
on the spot. Yeah.
All the other ones had a spot there for it.
on December, sorry, I left it out. December what?
17?
17th. Yeah.
2025. Okay,
All right.
that's good. We got that caught up.
So we now have this for the record. Appreciate that. So we also have a copy of the Township Annual Capital Improvement Plan, which we had a special adoption meeting on September 29th. And I don't have any signatures on it.
Well, pass them down, we'll just sign.
From now on, we won't miss this signature stuff.
September. So the next meeting after this was October. What was that? October 6th?
Yeah.
Best thing I ever did was get this little planner.
Oh, I've carried one of those for years.
So,
And you know what? It's come in handy for me before to look back on a year or two ago.
Yeah, I don't know why I waited so long. I think because my mind was a lot sharper. And then it went to pot.
And then that'll have your signature down there at the bottom yet.
All right, thank you. See, oh, I see, thank you.
Yeah.
Got it. Pen not doing very well.
I have another one if you need it.
Got it. I don't know why. Okay. This should be the last one. This is a copy of the nepotism in contracting policy. Actually, it's the nepotism policy and the contracting policy, and then it's all rolled into one. I don't think we ever got signatures on it. I'll sign it. We did file it in Gateway, but we just didn't have signatures. Our signature work was woefully lacking. I'd like to blame Leanne, but unfortunately I cannot.
I wouldn't do that.
I will only take the blame for what I have done, not you.
Do we need to vote on this nepotism policy? I don't know that we voted on this before.
Probably did.
Let's,
That is a carryover
Right.
of the 2012 nepotism policy.
okay. I would like to make a motion to adopt the nepotism policy for
Okay.
2026 for the Troy Township Board.
And I will second that.
Yeah, and that's really 2025.
Okay,
We'll bring it up again every year, as long as I'm trustee.
yeah, it's required by law. Let's
Right.
see.
I don't think it's ever been done though, personally.
There was one for.
No, we signed it every year in January.
The
Yeah.
last one
I mean, we have in
on
the past,
file-
you know,
Before you, we signed it
Right.
annually, like I think in January, wasn't it?
yeah,
Whatever.
We'll remember that.
The last one-
January, we should do another one.
I think the
la-
bulletin
The
tells.
last one we have on file was dated 2020.
No,
No, it's 2012.
No, it was.
Oh, there's no
2020.
way.
I'm
We
not
no, we
saying-
sign it
every
every year.
I don't know what you
I'm
did.
not saying you missed it, I'm just saying that's the last one we
That's
have
the
on
last
file.
one we
Yeah.
found.
we started that when we were still up at Pat Reed's in the house where she run out of her house.
Hmm.
We started that nepotism back, oh
I have
gosh,
not seen.
like you might have said
Any of
2012. It could have been 2012. But after that, we've been signing those every year.
Hmm.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, we dated this 2026, so,
That's fine.
okay,
It won't hurt for it to be twice in a year.
yeah.
It's an important policy.
It's good to have that.
Yeah.
Once we.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, folks. So, we're going to move on in the agenda. And what we're going to do is I have a piece of paper I want to show you, or it's the next paper. It's 2A. Is that in your
Mhm.
packet? Is 2A. And you'll notice I highlighted whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah,
You're-
ready. Yeah.
I don't think you're there, Wendy. I think you're.
Oh,
It's this one too. Yeah.
2A,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I just want to point out that we followed up on number 7, and we received a $435 and something cent check, which we put in the general fund.
And how much was that money?
$435 and something.
Okay, that's okay.
That's from PSC.
Yeah.
And that was from way back like 2005. It's
Really?
Crazy. And we had to get Joanne Smith to call PSC in order for them to release it.
Because she was the
The trustee.
trustee at the time. Well, that makes sense.
Wow.
I'm glad she did that for us.
Yep, she was glad to do it. All
But
right,
in the future though, any government, you're the government elected official, you can always argue that, even though Joanne,
yeah.
I know
she
it was
would've
like
done it.
applied in our, but they just probably didn't know this is a government office and it's elected or whatever. Somebody was just doing their,
If she wouldn't have done it, I would have gone down in person
yeah.
and shook them if I had to.
Well, I'm glad you did that.
So there you go. All right, now, spending through March 31st, this is item 3, and there's 3 pages. And I want to just point out a few items whenever you guys are ready.
Okay.
So I want to point out on insurance, we've paid our insurance bill, first thing, I'm sorry. Go over to the last column where it says percent remaining. And after 3 months, we should have 75% remaining or greater. Make sense?
Mhm.
Because it's a quarter, okay.
Well, if you look at insurance, we've only got 10% remaining, but realize we only pay once a year. And so we've paid our bill and it'll stay 10.29%. Well, actually, it'll start going up, but that's not a problem. We've paid that bill and it should read 10% after March, but it'll increase. We had dues and subscriptions. I can't remember what we paid for. Do you remember? Yeah,
The Township Association probably.
Yeah, it was 5.
yeah, that's what it was. And we budgeted 500 because it was going to be 500. So we've already paid that, and that's why it's 0%. Now, the computer software and maintenance /purchase. Okay, category on the bottom, or line item on the bottom. That had, you might remember we discussed that Hanjin gave us a bill, 3,000 and something, and we had another expense, and it all added up to $4,061. And that means we've only got 0.44% left, but this one, depending on whether Anjan provides some more service, and he may be needed, we'll see. This one could go outside of budget, and if it does, we have the ability to move around funds within, dollars within the fund, so within the general fund, to different line items. So I'm not too worried about this. I think we'll be, at the end of the day, we'll be okay. Now, while we're in here, by the way, don't let me get going too fast. If you have questions, please stop me. While we're in here, we mentioned that we took that $435 and we put it in the general fund.
Yeah.
And we have put it into training, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute or two.
Have you guys went up to that training yet?
We did.
You did?
The other day.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
I bet.
Good.
I think we learned some stuff that will help us.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see all the trustees that were there.
Yeah.
And also to get a in-person view of the people that help us
Yeah.
there was useful.
I had mentioned in the last meeting that this may be the year for the annual trustee, annual meeting. And that's required by law that we attend that to stay in good standing.
That's
Yeah,
the one we went to.
that was this one.
That was the one we
Oh,
went to.
okay.
And it's required every 2 years.
Every 2 years. Okay, good.
Every 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
I
aware
thought
of
this
that.
was a quarterly one, but this was the annual. This was the big one,
It's annual.
the 2 or 3 day one. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not 2 or 3 day one. It's just 1 day, 1 full day.
Okay.
Yeah.
They may have changed it.
Yeah.
They used to have it quarterly meetings that they moved them around, and then once a year or once every other year, they would have the big meeting that was 2 days, and you would pick workshops and stuff to go to.
I'm not sure what this one qualifies as. Maybe I can find
He
out.
said we would be getting a certificate
Well,
for the hours.
Well, maybe they could have changed it. But the last one that they had, I went with Jenny. I just didn't want you to miss this one because it is required by law that you go to that one every other year. If that's what they said this one is, then that's
Yeah,
Fine.
he told us that this one was a one you had to come at least
Okay.
every 2 years.
okay. Well, then you're probably
So
fine
I don't know something.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I made myself a note here.
to check on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, it could be that just the trustee went, but I thought with the level of experience that both Leanne and I have, it was a good idea for her to go. And I don't know how she felt about it, but I thought it was really good for her to be there to see
Yeah.
those same things.
Yeah.
and we talked to a few of the other trustees, so, and they were very helpful.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
feel like that's good.
So, let's see. Oh, how did I get off on that?
I don't start.
You said you moved that $435 into training. That's how you got
The
it?
$435.
Yeah.
Right. So there's another training opportunity that we're going to take advantage of here in about a week, and I'll explain that here in a minute.
Okay. I think I kind of interrupted you on that. Sorry. I was thinking of the other training.
You see how easy it is to.
Sidetrack you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to the next page of the financials. And here you see that we have one person that I'm going to go down to prescriptions first. that we help with a prescription at Walmart, and we don't have a large budget for it. So it pushed us down to 57%. That's the only one we've ever had so far.
Since we've been there, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. The one we have left that's out of balance is public utility service. And what we've done there is we used to give a maximum of, was it 250 or 300?
300.
300. And we cut that in half to 150, and we've been chopping into this imbalance since then. People, man, the electric is just really the big item where we've seen a whole lot of need. Anyway, I'm not too worried about that either. Again, we can move some funds around. I'm dedicated to, at the end of the year, being within total budget. So we'll just keep on doing that. I will make a comment on the third page. I don't have any highlighting, but we're just now talking to the fire department folks. And we have the same budget this year as we had last year. So, and last year they went over. And I'm attempting to navigate the additional authorization that you got to do to get more money to fit into the firefighting. So we'll see what happens. Last year we went over budget, nobody made a peep, so.
But we had to do additional appropriation for Anderson, didn't we? Is that what you're talking about?
No, we never got it done. The reason we didn't get it done is we had, I don't know if you guys remember, but we had the budget meeting and we only had one person because I misunderstood the text.
Oh,
from Christie and
That was
Wendy
back
was the
in
only person
October
who was
over
here.
fall break.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
So therefore, we couldn't do a reauthorization for last year. Robert Norris wouldn't let me. He's our
Yeah.
State Board of Accounts guy. So we're going to try it again this year. I thought I would mention that's coming up. Also, the budget is coming up. If I understand correctly, it's like a June thing. So I don't know. All right. So any questions on spending?
No.
All right. I'm going to let Leanne do the next two.
Do we need
items.
to vote on that approval?
On the spending?
Uh-huh.
I-
Do you need
I
us
think-
to vote on that, or is it just, you just wanted to go
I think
over
it's
it?
just information.
Okay.
All right, Leanne.
Okay, he's got it down as March bank reconciliation. We haven't done January or February either because we do quarterly meetings. So do you want me just to do March or you want January, February, March?
Just do it all.
Okay. Okay,
You're the star.
I'll hand out January's first. Here, I'll just give you JR's.
All right, thank you.
I email these out to you every month, but this is what I emailed you in case, I don't know if you print them out or not. Do you print them out?
I definitely look at them though.
I just opened.
So this is
Yeah.
the bank statement. And then if you go to the back of the bank statement, it has attached all the different receipts. It has the deposit receipts and it has the one that withdrawals and other debits that aren't used by a check. And it tells you exactly what we bought. We had purchased a safe back in January. I think that's what, no, it's not a safe.
File folders,
File folders,
toner cartridge.
yeah, and then the PSC bill comes out automatically. And then we purchased the ink for Steve's printer. and it's quite expensive.
Oh. Thanks for that.
It is,
comment.
because it's that liquid ink. It's really expensive.
That's just part of it.
And then the next one is for a safe, which is really quite handy. We put the checks in there, the keys in there, everything else, the debit cards in there,
Passwords.
passwords are in there, the Walmart cards for food, and then the Marathon gas cards. So they're all in the safe where it used to be just a file. So.
Yeah.
And,
That's,
and that's not really too expensive for
no.
a nice safe.
So, then the next page is the bank statement reconciliation. We ended up with, let's see, $317,026.22 left in January.
Where is that?
The bank reconciliation.
Okay, I see.
So that's for January. Any questions for what we spent?
No.
And because the checks are like it's mainly for township assistance. Because only ones we pay is our paychecks. We're now starting to pay the mowing company. They got paid, but that's not until March.
Mhm.
Question?
What's Max Mullet?
So that's a landlord.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like an individual we were paying
No,
directly
no,
to
no.
them.
And,
Okay.
when we get new vendors now, like new landlords, I will make them give me a W-9 before I will issue them a check.
Yeah,
So that, because I'm assuming that we have to have those, so.
okay.
So each new landlord that these people come with, they have to give me a W-9 to prove that they were actually a business.
A business,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'd like to mention something before you go on.
Mhm.
If you look at the last page, it's your monthly cash and funds ledger,
I know, I don't know what I did.
cash and investments combined statement.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
last page.
so if you look at the bottom of it, there's a note there. And the note says to be considered reconciled, the difference should be zero. I mean, Leanne's gone through the proper procedure to reconcile the checking account, but something not right here. And what I figured out, Leanne, is that the ledger balance is what's not right. The ledger
See, I went
balance.
by everything that Jenny did before, it's Jenny and Rihanna.
Oh, is this
So-
the CDs?
I don't
No,
know,
this is not the CD. I mean, it's not the fault of the CD,
'cause see,
I'm pretty
we're not
sure.
entered in BookWiz.
but you'll notice that you have general fund, CD fund, they're all zero.
Cause Mr., what's his name? Phil, what's his last name?
Folker.
He told me that I have to put them in individually. So I've got to call into him to help me figure out how to do that, and then hopefully that will clear that up.
Well, here's my point for bringing this up. This is on our radar to try to figure out what's going on. We'll have to work with Phil.
Okay.
Yeah, Phil will have to show me, because
But I thought maybe Wendy would notice that it said the difference should be zero.
327,000.
Okay, that's all I got had on that. Sorry, Lee.
okay, you ready for February? It has the same paperwork that January had. I decided to copy all the receipts and where I make the deposits that they automatically put in from the auditor.
Okay,
So that way you have an idea of what we spend money on. So you will get those from now on, starting this year.
If you want them.
But yeah, unless you don't want them. So you can just look through there and.
It's a lot of detail.
But it is kind of nice to show you what we actually use the debit card for.
Yeah, we want to be wide open and transparent.
Yeah.
I thought we had talked to Old National about an interest-bearing account.
About a what?
An interest-bearing account, didn't you?
Didn't you talk to them?
Um,
I'm pretty sure you did. And they told you something.
Because it says that we got 27 or 76 cents
They-
interest,
They did tell me something. I did call them.
and we have $300,000 in that account.
Yeah, and that's all we got.
They were supposed to transfer us back into an interest-bearing account
When was that? Well, maybe you got a sign.
after our last meeting.
Okay. Oh, in March.
Because one of you had asked about it. And so that's why
Okay.
he called them the very
You
next
may have to
day.
sign something then. Did they say to come in and sign for the new interest-bearing account?
No,
They were just gonna do it internally?
Yeah, and I asked them, well, what about all those months that we missed?
Well, they won't do anything about that.
No, they won't.
That's on us. That's on us. Yeah.
Still, go on. Anyway, yeah. But I'm gonna make a note to follow up on that.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
Okay.
What's this, I haven't gotten all that to
That's fine.
the packet. There's like a $500 one at Walmart.
That's for the gift cards. He buys 10 at, I mean, you buy 10 at a time, right? For
10 at a time.
$50 each.
For food.
Yes, for food.
Yep, we gave one out today. But we still try to put the brakes on that.
Because we encourage them to go to the pantries.
Right, there's a pantry open every day, either Whittles Barrel in Tell City or
And count
Calhoun Food Panel every day,
And that
Monday
news,
through Thursday.
that CCC church is supposed to be opening up a pantry of their own
Oh.
too, but I'm not sure when, so I've got to call into those also.
Okay.
But we literally have people show up and say, I'm hungry and I have no money.
Yeah.
And nobody will give me any money, no.
Well, that's what we're here for, is to provide,
And for
Right.
some reason, the government has cut their SNAP cards. They were getting more money and now they're getting less.
Yeah,
do they have to fill out an application to get food assistance?
At SNAP, they do.
No, here with
Oh.
us.
oh, yeah,
Every
Okay.
person comes in, I make fill out
Okay.
yeah,
one of those applications.
Okay.
yeah, for food cards or gas cards.
Yeah.
And we're keeping a log of the food cards and the gas cards.
I just have a general question, and I don't have a problem with you buying Walmart gift cards, but if we bought gift cards from Nobles, IGA,
I
then
think
that
the
would
next time-
be, that we could control a lot more of the spending, and we could make sure Nobles knows not to allow them to use it for tobacco or alcohol.
Oh, Nobles knows that.
And so,
They have their set rules.
so I just want to say that I would recommend us using Nobles
That's a good point.
and controlling that.
We're going to do Nobles next, not necessarily for that reason, but well,
We use the Walmart cards also for clothing,
Yeah.
because a guy came in the other day and asked for help getting pants because he started the new
Work.
job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I gave him one of those Walmart cards and said,
Yeah.
here, you can use
I
this
think
for
it's- I
food
think it's-
or
I think
clothing."
Walmart cards are fine. I just
Yeah.
think that if we can control it, the better off we're gonna be.
At least
And
you know it's
using a
wrong.
local store like Nobles, it sports local, and we can control no alcohol and tobacco could be used for it.
Yeah.
So,
Say we could use the Walmart cards for clothing and then get IGA for food. Would that work for you all?
Probably, well, if a person would use it right,
Yeah.
mhm.
but,
I know,
they
they're
get a little
adults.
more. say it.
Yeah,
There is a clothing line item.
yeah,
I hate to say that, but it's
Yeah,
actually
true.
true for someone that's on
Yeah.
a budget.
fixed budget.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with you giving Walmart cards. I just think that we can control a little bit more of what they purchase
Like going to
by
Lowe's.
going through Nobles.
Okay.
There is a clothing line item in the
And also,
budget, so.
and also, now for work pants, it wouldn't work, but you can always refer people when they need clothing to, the Christian Church in Candleton. They'll allow you Agape, that they used to allow the trustee or certain people to get like 2 outfits or something per
Oh,
person.
I didn't know that.
There's some, you might want to call them and see. Now, work pants, if you need a specific thing for work, or shoes, you've got to use,
Yeah,
Fruits or Walmart or whatever,
however, this gives me an opportunity. We have started a practice of once a week going and visiting one of the organizations out in the community who
Yeah, partners.
partners who
That's a good idea.
we should know more about. And we went and visited County Food Pantry. I was amazed. There's a lady named Pat at the County Food
Yeah.
Pantry who's a battle axe. She's really on it. And she's unpaid, and for years this is her baby.
Yeah, she
County
keeps a
Food
log.
Yeah,
So
They do a
we'll
good
make
job.
Agape our next visit.
yeah. See if they still do that. It's been a while since I've heard from them, but when I used to work at the schools, they were a good community partner, and I'm pretty sure they allowed trustees to have that same privilege that. But if someone needed more, say if there was a fire or something, maybe they'd allow us to pay them directly, send a bill to you or whatever, so that you're.
I presume their prices are not very high.
No, they're not. They do a good mission there.
Yeah.
Counseling is also now opening up one room with clothing in it. They're just now starting
The
that.
food pantry.
The food pantry, yes.
Okay.
They're starting that also.
And are you talking about the clothing or
Yeah.
thrift shop?
Well, thrift shop. But yeah, it's not just clothing, it's
Thrift shop.
just everything.
Okay.
Pots, pans.
Whatever's needed.
Whatever. Well, I think they had pictures and everything.
Well, I presume they're going to, instead of giving like food away like they do, they're going to sell out of thrift
They're gonna
shop.
sell the clothing at small prices.
Okay.
Maybe be a competitor to Agape. I don't know.
I don't know, but that's what she told us when we were there.
All right.
So are you done with February? That's our quarterly federal and state withholding from our payroll.
Perfect.
You never wanted to know that much about all that stuff, did you?
No, it's good though.
Well, you will get this each month now.
It looks good on mine.
Okay, here's March. And that's the last one for this time.
Thank you.
That 309.22 credit from Amazon, that is for a second, say Steve
Yeah.
accidentally ordered 2 and he sends it back, so that's our refund for that. In
Okay.
case you were wondering what that was.
Looks like we got $2 in interest on this month
Yeah, 260.
instead of 76 cents. It looked,
It's going up.
yeah, that's a shame. We need to change banks if they're not willing to work, if Old National can't give us an interest-bearing account.
I'm not sure why you didn't have one to start with.
But they didn't know. They were like, I don't know.
That Walmart purchase, that's the prescription of 149.
Did you have to go up there with them and pay for that?
No,
No, did they bring a receipt back?
Then you paid
yes,
for
they
it?
did.
So
I
we
have a
had
receipt
to
for
bring a
There's
receipt.
a copy
Okay.
of the receipt. And then for some reason, there's two state withholdings in here because one was for February and one was for January and then there's one in here for March.
Okay.
Because
Just the way it fell?
just the way it fell during the month, because it was right at the end of the month, so it fell over into March instead of February. But it was paid in February, January.
What's this logos?
The logos are two, if you come by our office, in the window now, there's a picture of Leanne and a picture of Steve. And the idea was to make people feel like they could come in and not be judged. So put nice pictures out where they could see who they were going to be dealing with.
Okay.
Because he had to talk me into providing. I said,
Believe it or not, people are uncomfortable in that way sometimes.
Mhm.
They'll say when they walk in my office, "It's the first time I've ever asked for aid." You
Yeah.
know,
yeah, some of them about pride, because they have to come in there, you should just feel bad for them.
and of course, I yell at them to start with. And,
No. But he does question them very thoroughly, I'll have to give him that.
Yeah, I'm surprised at what they'll tell me.
Well,
Is one of the phone lines a fax line?
yes,
Okay.
but we've never gotten a fax before.
I just wondered if we needed that. Do we
That's
have
what
to
I
send
wondered.
any reports in on that?
don't
Maybe
need
we
fax-
should consider, because that would save us, let's see. Let me do the math.
I didn't know we were paying extra for the fax line.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We don't need a fax.
Well, that would, is it
It's-
35 or 55?
It looks like it's $35.91
36, say.
times 12. That'd be $430 a year
Well, heck yeah.
if we don't need it.
We don't.
I have never gotten a fax since I've
Do
been
you ever
here.
have to send faxes?
No.
No, I send them
Emails.
emails.
It's outdated.
Or text.
I think that if we ever had to send a fax, we could bring it over to here,
Yeah,
and one of the government offices would send it for us.
me too.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, I've never received one.
I would
I've
just-
never sent one. I always do everything. I scan it and then I send it in the email.
So I made a note.
And here's the other thing to check and see. You may be able to use that fax line as a secondary telephone line if it's not in use. So like if Leanne is on the phone and you're on the phone, you may be using both lines. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times one will roll into the other. So just make sure that you're not needing it for two phone lines. If
Well,
you
they're both on
ever,
my desk.
okay, then you don't need it then.
Well, I've got one in my office, but it's confusing because sometimes when I pick up, it won't pick up.
Okay. I say we get rid of the fax line.
Yeah,
Yep, I made a note.
Okay.
You wanna make a motion? Don't you have to do that?
I make a motion to delete the fax machine.
One.
The line for each month. It's
Yeah.
$35.91 that we would save per month.
I
Nice
second that.
Nice catch, nice catch.
Okay.
All right, any other questions on
March.
bank reconciliations?
No, but I would say, I know we don't get asked a lot for help with prescriptions, but I think under the law, we are required to help people with things like prescriptions and indigent insulin. So even if we run out of money,
Still give it to them.
we need to find a way to make it work. We just don't get asked very often because there's
No,
resources.
it's the first time since we've been
There's
there.
resources out there through pharmacies and the cards, like the discount cards and
Rx and
the,
stuff.
and sometimes like, the prescribers can give them a card to get so many months free or their insurance pays for it. But not that we want to continue paying for prescriptions, but maybe if someone's is applied for insurance and they don't have it yet through Medicaid.
If they come in and ask,
Medicare.
we'll pay it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, just make sure they're signing up for Medicaid or Medicare and not to continue the process.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
most of the time it'll pay if they can sign up. But sometimes I know there's a gap in the time you apply to get approved.
Mm,
Or if someone's lost a job, they may have a gap.
mm, mm.
So,
Yeah, the other thing is, remember, we do have the ability to move money around
Right.
to different line items. So if we got overwhelmed with prescription requests,
Now, we did get
Some
a phone
flexibility.
call from a trustee out in the county. And she had a patient that needed help with an ambulance bill. Do you all know if we do that or not? I mean, that's not, to me, it's not considered medical. Medical is prescriptions and doctor visits.
well, I don't know. I mean, if
I
it
don't
was a
know.
life or death situation,
Yeah.
it may be. But now I would make sure that they have contacted the hospital or ambulance company because a lot of times if they're low income, they
They'll
can,
knock it down,
they
knock it
will either cancel or lower the bill based on whatever. But I mean, if it was a life or death situation,
yeah, it still doesn't fit within our budgeted, what we say we'll
That's a-
provide.
Yeah.
We would just have to tell them no. And
I
the
don't
thing
know.
about
I
it
think
is-
I would call the State Board of Accounts because if someone did not call the ambulance and it was life or death because they didn't want to pay the bill, then that would fall, I would feel at fault for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how the ambulance is connected to the hospital, but I think that they have already
Resources.
a method for dealing with, people who can't pay their hospital stay. And maybe the ambulance bill is similar, I'm not sure. We've never had anybody, come and bring it up. And, the ambulance bill tend to be really large.
Yeah.
So, we
Everything's case by case, and that's not your case.
No,
Right.
she was just
She
called
wasn't-
because she didn't know what to do either, because she had been self-appointed, I guess, recently. Was it Oral Township?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oral Township. And she didn't know what to tell them.
I'd call the State Board of Accounts.
Say,
Yeah.
That's what what would you do and see if that's,
Yeah, I
or
would do
Robert
that.
Norris or whoever to find out.
Okay,
Just ask them if that's appropriate, is any of our, maybe call Robert Norris first, but
Our reaction was to just say, we're not gonna do it. Anyway. It's a whole nother can of worms. All right,
No questions?
No.
Wendy's still looking.
do we need to make a motion to approve January, February, March
Yeah.
financial?
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve January, February, and March financials.
I will second that.
All right. We're still on there.
Client served through March. Are you using this or yours? This?
The one that has 4 on it.
So for January, we had a total of 33 clients. Rent was 12, 6 for a motel because they're homeless. Electric was 8. The utilities, other is like counting utilities because it's more than one item in their bill, was 6. Ohio Valley Gas, 1. The food and gas, we weren't keeping track at that time. We didn't start doing that fully until March. In February, we served 27 people that came in, 5 for rent, 5 for the motel, 6 for electric, 1 for water, 6 for utility other, and 4 for Ohio Valley Gas. For March, we served 50 people.
But that included the food and gas.
Yeah, but that includes the food and gas.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's why that last column's there, it shows you without the food and gas.
okay. So in March, we helped 8 with rent, which is $300 each. The hotel, we only give them 2 days now, and that's $140 each. We did 3 of those. On electric, we only do the $150 each case. We did 12 of those. Water is a utility also, so it's $150 is the most that we will give. We did 1 of those. Utility other, we did 6 of those at $150. Ohio Valley Gas, we did 7 of those at $150. We gave out 7 food cards, 4 gas cards. The gas cards are $40 each, and the food cards are $50 each. We did 1 funeral, but it really wasn't that much. We give up to $2,000, but I think this one was only $650. And then the prescriptions, which was $149.
Yeah, on the funeral, they had paid for most of it.
Yeah, they paid for
were
most
just
of
asking
it.
for a little
We're
help.
just picking up the tail end.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Just
what we're here
mention, if you look at how many days that we're in the office, it's about 17 in a month. So you can tell, you can
You're
see
busy.
we're roughly two clients a day, roughly.
The Ohio Valley Gas, I know they have a gas fund through.
Yeah, I always got
Ask
asked them if
them
they signed
first.
up for the energy, but the energy money got cut real
Oh,
big
okay.
time too. So they ran out of their money fast.
Energy assistance.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we're here for, so
Yeah,
I'm glad we
so-
can help them.
no, because I always ask them that.
Now, the other thing I would mention is, Leanne was mentioning our more restricted limits, but we'll go back to the regular limits here in a month or two and see if we can not spend too much money.
Depends on how many clients we have.
Well, electric and gas and everything has gone up, so if we need to make sure that we appropriate enough next year,
Yeah, we'll try to.
try to, because, people are struggling,
Yeah, it's
and
not clear,
and because their bills are so high.
it's not clear to me. What do you got there?
These are my reports, whereas you put them on that thing there.
Okay. It's not clear to me.
This is February and March, okay.
What we're
This
talking
is from
about, Wendy.
Bookings.
Okay, what were you saying?
What were you saying? I was going to tell you something about it.
We were talking about if the electric and gas has gone up. And petroleum gas has gone up, so
Yeah.
people are hurting,
Oh, in terms of the budget, you know, we have a certain amount of tax revenue that we get.
Mhm.
And it's not clear to me if I said, okay, I want more tax revenue so I can get out more township assistance.
Mhm.
What they would say, they might say, well, you can't have any more tax revenue. In fact, we're cutting you. You know, there's a big
Yeah, but we have
push.
money. We have money.
Right now we do. Yeah, well, we do, but we don't have it in the budget
Right.
to spend.
What I'm saying is if we needed to appropriate more for next year because of the increases that's happening.
Yeah, it's not clear to me that they would let us have it. We could.
Well, I
ask
don't
for
think we should ask for more tax money when we have money. We have CDs and we have plenty of money in our checking account.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it works that way. They're gonna say, we don't want you to spend your pile. They may say.
Well, we
because we're
set the
gonna give you
budget,
a
we
certain
set our
amount
own
more.
budget.
I'm sorry?
We set the budget,
Well, the budget is the budget,
right.
and the money that we have is the money that we have. And they're related, but they're not exactly the same. And I just don't know if we would be approved to have more budget or not. The reading I did today even suggested that they would have to make a decision on it.
I'm not talking about additional appropriation or additional tax funds. I'm talking about when we set the budget for next year, we might need to add more to line items because the increase of electricity and gas.
Oh, I agree, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that has to be approved.
I thought this is the board that does that.
Yeah.
No, yes, no, maybe so.
Do we?
State Board of Accounts has an impact on that.
Okay.
I can bring you
I think that's what we're here for.
the wording.
Okay.
Well, I know that you guys will approve it, hopefully. But then it's gotta be also approved by the State Board of Accounts now, or the Department of not spending, but DLGF, Local Government Finance. That's what Robert Norris is part of. But I know I'm frustrating you. I don't mean to.
No, it's fine. I'm just making a comment.
I just want to make sure you knew
Yeah.
that it's a little more complicated than that, I think. Because otherwise, I might say, well, heck, I want to double the amount. And we could do it. I don't think we can. All right, Leanne, are you done with the
Yes, unless they have any questions.
people served? Thank you for that. Appreciate it very much. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Number 5. This is a group in the community of Tell City. Maybe
Erie
it's-
County.
Maybe it's broader than that.
You're
I'm
on
not
number
sure.
8.
Huh?
You're on number 8, not 5.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't think he is on 5, right?
I'm on 5.
No, I just did 6 and 7.
Well,
There's number wrong.
Look.
yeah,
Oh, well.
That's
Number
okay.
5. Look, the sheet, number 5.
Oh,
She's looking at the agenda.
I was looking at the agenda, sorry.
All right, so I want to mention that I was asked by Sister Shelley to join this group. And I brought the names of the people that are in it so you can get a flavor for the kinds of people who are in it. Let's just sort of look over that. I've been to one meeting so far. It's a monthly meeting. Now, you notice I wrote a note on there, needs city representation. I felt like somebody out of Chris Cale's group ought to be part of that. And maybe Smokey as well. But I haven't pursued that yet because I'm brand new here and I'm going to bring it up at the next meeting. Because I'm a troublemaker. So if you go to the next page, it describes for you what this IHC process is. And the local group has 3 goals. And I should have made a copy of the goals for you. But one of them has to do around food availability, I think, and one of them has to do around homelessness. And one of them has to do around something else. So I thought the board should know that I'm involved with that group. And that's why I brought this up.
Okay.
If there are any questions or comments? Okay.
Nope.
All right. Number 6, I see that I made a confusing presentation there. On the page, which is number 9 on the agenda. At one time that matched, and then I expanded the agenda. This was the agenda for the conference for the day-long meetings that Leanne and I attended here just a few days ago. And I don't know if you'd like to ask any questions about that, but you can see what the basic topics were. And pretty much we had a very large room, like a cafeteria, full of trustees, and we had presentations on a screen. And these guys, Jonathan Weininger and Tanner Huber, they went through the presentations. I was glad that Tanner Huber's moving on to a different position, but I was glad to see who Jonathan Weininger was, because sometimes we have to call him and ask him questions. All right. Questions about that? Yeah, and then the second item that's part of number 9 on the agenda, and the next page, this is the training that we're going to go to here next week. It's in Fishers,
Oh,
Indiana.
this is the,
Go ahead.
okay. This is probably the one that I was thinking of, because it was in Fishers when I went.
But it's for,
Just new
The one
trustees.
mandatory, you mean every 2 years?
Yeah, is this one?
No, this is for
Just
township assistants.
Okay, just training, okay.
Yeah, and was totally optional. But our feeling was
Yeah,
that we should go to the one we just went to for the reason you are stating.
Right,
But this was the one that would be more relevant
Needed.
since we do so much work with townships.
yeah. That's good.
So
So you're gonna go
we
up
shall
there and
see.
stay there?
night before.
And I want to tell you that we economized and stayed in the econo lodge.
You got one, no.
I'm not going to live at
2 rooms, I hope.
I am never gonna let him live it down. It was horrible.
Well, true. Okay. All right. This one, Wendy, I don't know if you can help me. The next one, number 10 on the agenda, number 7 on the page. But this, I saw this from our last meeting. In accordance with Indiana Code 514 1.5, the open door law, archived meeting recordings must be accessible, which I think is we have that, and include links to the meeting agenda, minutes, and any memoranda used during the meeting. That we don't do.
Well, I do put the links on the minutes, usually, but this past month, because links sometimes change. So I just said it was on the county's YouTube page.
So by links, how do you mean? How do people go to a link?
What are you asking? Like where?
Well, you're saying links to the minutes, right?
On the minute, like you see right here,
Yeah.
that's on our minutes. I put the link, but sometimes links change. But they do stay on our page.
Where are those minutes?
Where are the minutes?
Like if I wanted to go and follow that link, where would I go?
YouTube. The
YouTube.
county's, the government's YouTube page.
YouTube page. How did you get it on the YouTube page?
That's what Leanne's doing it right now.
You're
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 broadcasting
taping
it, it tapes it, and it's on YouTube.
So it's already
How
going to
does
be
it
on
get
there.
that link on there?
When I do minutes, I copy and paste it and put it on there.
You're able to copy and paste it to the.
Yeah, but links sometimes change. So this last month, I just put on there that the minutes were available or the meeting was available on, but now we don't publish the minutes anywhere other than you upload them every month. So,
Yeah.
so maybe that's what you're asking, if we need to upload those somewhere else?
Well, I'm not just asking about the minutes, I'm asking about other, there's, I don't know how many pieces of paper I've included. So do we somehow need to link those in? I really didn't think of it as uploading, but maybe that's.
But, what are you asking here? What's this on 7? Ask me again, I don't think I understood.
Well, so I know how to go to YouTube
Mhm,
and get to this recording,
mhm,
I think. I think I could do that.
mhm.
But a link to the minutes,
No, we don't link the minutes.
I have no clue.
No. But it says law requires all public meetings in government to be streamed live. It is.
You're on a
Recorded, it is, and archived for 90 days. It is.
different one.
She's on page
We're on
7.
Down here, the second from the bottom paragraph.
Yep, that's where she was.
I just read that
I thought your pen was up higher when I was watching
Oh.
it. I thought,
right here. Is this what you meant?
Yes.
no,
That's what you're talking about. You're asking where to put it.
see where the star is?
Mhm.
He's talking about right there.
Okay,
Meeting agenda minutes and memorandum during the meeting. Well, that would be a question you'd have to ask the county where they put those, and we would just you'd have to upload them each month.
do you think I should ask the county about this?
Well, because they're the ones that control this page, right? The YouTube government.
Yeah.
Do you go through Chris Hammock's office? Does she control this?
Yes.
The auditor's office?
I think
You would have to ask the auditor's office how these minutes are supposed to be uploaded.
Well, not just the minutes, but any other.
Yeah.
But in the past, there's been several meetings, we didn't even have an agenda. But you can just ask the auditor's office where those should be kept. Because it's the county's YouTube page.
Well, realize I'm asking about moving forward. I'm not asking about moving back. So
Okay.
if we didn't put them
Yeah,
in any other meeting, I'm not gonna go back and put the links and
yeah.
but moving forward is what I'm really
Yeah.
concerned about.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I know that other townships do post them, but I've never seen on our county site where that's available.
So we should just talk to Chris.
You talk to Chris and ask her, maybe it's on the county's website, there's a place, or maybe it's on the YouTube page, there's a place.
I can talk to them.
But I would talk to Chris. If I need to talk to her to find out how to do it, I'm happy to do it. But this electronic meetings or whatever is new, and we've followed that law. But you're right, it does say that the minutes have to be uploaded too.
Yeah, and any memoranda used during the meeting. All right. I've made a note.
Okay.
All right, so we're to the point of, do we have any other items from the board?
I'm good.
I don't have anything.
Me neither.
All right. And then I know we got people watching. Wouldn't know how we would get any public comments, but
Well, there's no public here.
no. And I presume they
somebody's
can't go
watching
through
this.
here.
I don't know who.
They might be talking to us, but we can't hear you.
I tried to get my wife to stay, but she was like, you're crazy.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I make a motion to end our meeting tonight of the Tell City Troy Township Advisory Board
I second
at
that.
6:15 on April 13th of 2026. I'm
Not
sorry,
too
is
bad.
it the 14th?
Too bad.
14th.
No, what is today?
All right.
No, it's the 13th.
Oh, my bad, 13th.
So I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
All righty.
your interest.